So I truly believe that we are at war. You got to be a fool and deaf, dumb, crazy, and blind not to know. We are involved in three aspects, and I've said this, and many others have said it. We're involved with this Middle East situation. We have a situation home here, with the border crisis. And then you got North Korea, South Korea. You got China and Taiwan. You got the South America countries losing their mind down here. And I truly believe that this energy, this negative, evil energy, is bringing this creature, Nephilim, to life because they are prepping the world stage. Because these evils know that there is a rapture coming. So let's be seen so that when the snatching away happens, it won't be known that it was of God. They're going to say it was of the Nephilim, which are creatures or alien invasion. Why would the mall footage be coming out with the three beings walking through the mall? And then a day later, we have this being seen in Peru. Of course, Peru has been having a slew of creature and UFO sightings down there. Why? Because we're prepping you guys so that when the harvest happens, you won't think it was God coming back for his people. You're going to think that it was these creatures, this UFO invasion, this alien invasion. Now, in this video, this thing it looks humanoid. It don't look like no person because of the way it looked like it's morphing just standing there. Now, somebody could say, oh, it's a really tall, skinny person that has got a hat on or what you call a do-rag. Or, to me, not a coincidence that we have these. And it seems like the videos are getting better. We're going to see more of them in the next 30 to 60 days. We should all know what's going on. The U.S. and British are bombing Yemen right now as we speak. We have illegals coming in. They're housing them like they're actual citizens. Look at all this stuff going on right now. All the evil personified is activating these creatures. I want you to think about that. So that when the trumpet blows, this is what we will be blamed. We were snatched by UFOs. Why? Because they're seen walking through malls and hanging out on hillsides barbecuing. So now when you have a reputable, I don't really care for TMZ, but if TMZ is reporting on it, it'll be believable. When we're snatched, they're going to say, we showed you proof. That's why they were in on the Miami thing, too. They were the first major media scum to report it. It may have been some others, but, they came right out with it a day later in Miami. Then all of a sudden, now they're putting their tag on this one. Now we're at war all over the world. Okay, we have a political war going on. We have an invasion war going on. Look at WAR. Look at war all over the world in multiple different ways. Okay, we have a war on sexual identification right now. We have a war on money. We have a war on truth. Okay, and we have a war on freedom of speech. War. We are at war. And when you're showed your new crib and where you're going to be able to flow at, let's make ourselves known. Okay? Because we're getting ready to evict all these homeowners. And they won't think it was God that came and took them. They're going to think it was those creatures. And when you got that going on top of war and rumors of wars, countries, governments are collapsing all over the world. Yeah, folks, this is how you know what hour he is to come.
Você consegue captar as vibrações. Vem até nós. Só não vem à noite.
Mano, pior que mexe esquisito demais.
Ele parece, sabe aquele lance de índio?
Essas plásticas é grande.
Aquele movimento de índio, um arco e flecha, é o movimento dele.
Com o zoom aqui dá pra ver ele se mexendo melhor.
O zoom dele é melhor que o meu. E outra coisa, se você for fazer uma comparação, ele é mais ou menos do tamanho daquela árvore lá. Entendeu? Ele é grande.
E outra coisa, até o jeito de se movimentar, não tá.
Significant breaking news just into us, as we have learned now that the U.S. and British military have launched strikes against targets in Yemen, areas of Yemen controlled by the Houthis. This is according to 2 U.S. officials. This, of course, comes in the wake of those Houthi rebel strikes on ships in the Red Sea, those strikes on commercial ships that we've been talking about now for weeks. It is, of course, the potential for a big escalation of the growing conflict in the Middle East. We've got team coverage tonight. I want to start with Gabe Gutierrez, who is live for us at the White House. Gabe, what do we know and where does this go?
Oh, well, hi there, Hallie. As you mentioned, 2 sources confirmed to us that the U.S. and British forces have started strikes against Houthi targets inside Yemen. Now, this is an escalation, Hallie. The U.S. had been trying to prevent or had retaliatory strikes against Houthi forces before, but these are the first land-based retaliatory strikes that the U.S. has undergone. Now, they targeted multiple locations inside Yemen with fighter jets and Tomahawks.
Significant breaking news.
This is a very sophisticated terror organization, Sean. It's been reported that there are sleeper cell agents from Hezbollah in the United States. They have proxies around Latin America. We'll remember their attacks in Argentina and other places for many years. And of course, we can't forget the Beirut attacks. So Hezbollah it's a terror group that has long roots and long capability to attack and kill Americans. This is.
He told me that my friend's he's a cop there in the same city. Nice. And he had to go.
Yeah.
And he told me that people saw 7 to 10 foot tall aliens coming out of portals, bro. For real.
That's
like a bunch
okay.
of them.
And that's
people were running, and they took all the footage from the mall. All the footage that they recorded, they took all of it.
That's another thing.